Hello, everybody. Shadow here, and welcome back to Amarantus. Once again, we are starting on a blank screen because we seem to end the episodes on a transition from night to day. Anyway, Eric, I need you up and out here. So someone did manage to find her last night. Good. What's going on? I had a good think last night, and I'm concerned everyone is far too cozy in here. We can't risk ending up like... Like what? I know, none taken. It's time to get out of this forest. We need to get back on the road. Eric, where do you go from here? How do we get to the capital? You go inland, or you go upriver. Can we make it upriver? Please, let's go upriver. I want to go upriver so bad, friends. Major pros and cons. A shorter route, quicker travel, difficult approach, expense. So what you're saying is a marvelous short-term solution, and we can work out the long-term parts once we're on the river. See, I solved our problems. Our problem. They'd have a hard time finding us out there. A boat. A ship, Muriel. Then this would necessitate that I go out to the nearest town. A few hours by foot. I arrange for us a ship and have it brought right by the forest. We can load ourselves up and sail right down to the cap. We can't go straight to the capital. We need somewhere to hide out. Wanted criminal, remember? I don't know how I feel about biding away more time. Blah, 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 blah. Only the time we must, Patrone. Somewhere in mind to camp. There is a summer place, away from the capital, isolated and discarded this time of year. On the location, I am less clear, but not too distant. When people thought of it, they had the scent of salt and echoes on rocks. So somewhere we could get to by ship, probably between here and the capital. You've had this plan all along, huh? But you ain't never got the courage to walk out. You would each serve yourselves well to spend more time considering what thoughts necessitate being spoken. Ouch. Okay. I'm guessing no one else has any sailing experience. Not really, no. Okay, I can do this. Your entire plan relies on us surviving together in close quarters for a week, or however long. You'll be fine then. Hey, I got no issue getting up close and personal with some of these fine folks. Yeah, because you are getting a little, maybe too close to one of them every night. How's that going to go down for you? She can stay up in the crow's nest. Well, if we're all in agreement, then I should... Oh, wait, it doesn't need to be only you going out there. We're safest in groups. Oh? And who would you suggest? You don't want too much attention, so the fewer the better. Who's the most sensible person to send with Muriel? Someone to defend her? Advise her? And who do I want to keep around? Honestly, taking Marius was genuinely my first thought. Like, he's the sailor. He knows a good ship, right? But it kind of feels like a one of those puzzles where you're crossing a bridge or a river, and you got, the feed, the chicken and the wolf or whatever, and you can't leave the chicken and the wolf alone, and you can't leave the chicken and the feed alone, because otherwise they get eaten. And I feel like that's kind of the situation I'm in with Rayan and the Major. But there's there's Reckon and me here to keep them from killing each other. Take Marius. Like you said, Marius, you're the only one who knows boats. Ships, please, if I can. So it only makes sense that you go. The fresh air will do you good. You sound like my father. Exactly like. I take that back. Do you need to pack? Just a few things. Are you up to this? Yes, I am up for this. We can go. All right. I'll miss you. Be back soon. Good. Oh boy. I don't know how I feel about that relationship. God, I'd give anything. Your life? Anything except that. I'm out. Don't go too far. I'm going nowhere, just out of sight. Okay. I see. Yes, if you wish. Oh. Okay. Which only leaves me. Let's follow after the Major and Reckon. After she went, we never left the house. I thought for a year, but it crushed us. Shh. Yes, Ari? May I join you? Let me tell you a story of my sister. Marin couldn't... Okay. You don't have a word. Well, we would say that she couldn't hear. Caught it killed a deaf ambassador? Deaf is ears, isn't it? Maybe... catch is close enough? Is it catch? Teleetzia? I don't know how to say this word. That's the word we use. I don't think... I know what that means. I know what you're talking about. Well, Marin couldn't. She wasn't special. Some people just don't. Sometimes that means you need certain conditions to start. Sometimes they never do. It wasn't common, but it happened. My father told me that her mother never spoke aloud to her. Just waited for her to one day, but I got all the talent in the family. Her mother? Was she your half-sister? Tresian, Teres, good golly, gophers, I can't read. Teresian, your language doesn't capture our family structures. Marin had a mother, but she wasn't my mother. She didn't raise me. You were adopted too? You really don't know anything about, Eckler family structure. I can't... Well, I kind of feel bad for interrupting this conversation then, because I apparently have no idea what's going on. Who's winning the war? Us? How? Their strategies win every time. We have superior numbers? Why? There's more of us? We're dying out. Oh! I see. Eckler people... Uh-oh. Eckler people tend to die in childbirth. Oh. Why? I could tell you 1,000 stories. Perhaps the child leeches from you and leaves you with nothing left for yourself. Perhaps children are so loud before they learn that someone else must be quieted. Or perhaps it's in our blood. It doesn't matter why. We've made our peace with it. People know that what they're in for. Marin's mother is honored, and I was raised without a mother. But I had a sister, which was rare. That's a little sad. Is it? I had an entire city to bring me up. So do most of us. It was the way of things. What was I saying? Your mother. My sister's mother never spoke to her, yes. The way these things go, my sister couldn't hear, and when I came along, I could hear everything. So Marin learned not to be embarrassed, tried not to overshare. Not that she could help it. You see, I knew her as well as I knew my own mind. I see. Once, when she was sick in bed, we built a fort out of sheets and pillows. We played a game. I narrated for her every thought that went through my mind. I was 6 or 7. Afterwards, it was like she'd started to believe everyone else was real. You could see it in the way she looked at people. Now she knew there was something underneath. I see. I know it makes you uncomfortable, and you know it's not going to change. But at home, there was something welcoming about people knowing you, with the fondness you didn't know you deserved. I see. It was forgiving. Old man. I will not insist. You know what he has asked of you. Okay. Tell me more of Muriel. I think you probably know all I do. She's unshakable, in, indefati- indefatigable? Okay. Bedrock and foundation. How did you meet? Muriel first, then Marius. There aren't many kids in town. She kept me well fed. She's always how I know I'm on the right track. I can question myself, but I try not to doubt Muriel. Okay. I've never really lost anybody before this. Then the ground beneath my feet was gone. I asked myself, what do I have left? And this was it. I don't know what I owe Mal or Terry. I don't know what I want or how any of this is meant to make me feel. You know what you must do. Keep doing that. Each step claims its own debt as you go. I would say each step has its own value, but you are entitled to your own worldview. Okay. We talk until it gets dark. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Howdy. How do they teach you to fight? How would you expect it to differ? Sneaky, yeah. Stealthily. Stealthy? We aren't built for front-on assault, generally. I turn a cynical eye to his physique. When in Risher, we were always warned of your speed, swiftness, silence. Marin's mother would like that turn of phrase. Speed, swiftness, silence. What's the difference between speed and swiftness? Speed is moving really quick. Swiftness is like agility, light-footedness. You make us out as elves, flitting around across the battlefield, gamboling through the forest, or from branch to branch. I'm living out a stereotype. You're the only Eckler I've ever met. You're still in with a change. You're the only. What are you? Born and raised Risharan, far as my parents care to say. Your pronunciation is very good. You're the only born and raised Risher I've ever had conversations with, a lot of you. Marius isn't technically born and bred. He and his dad would just sail the trading routes through here when he was a kid. Then they met Muriel's mum. I have very little to do with Richard. I, again, still don't know if I'm saying any of these places correctly. It's going to be a problem. You're the only lot of you I've ever had conversations with, and you hold up quite well. Now we just need to redeem our country. You redeem yours, I restrain mine. Thousands of lives on the line, and you know what? I believe it. Okay, fine, but what I was saying... Silent, swift, agile. When you have my abilities and you find yourself in this environment, you find that strength can be more powerful than silence. The battlefield is undecorated. Exactly. There's your bit, and there's your bit, and their bit, and that's the end of it. The environment is where it becomes... Actually... That's all it takes, and then, just for tonight, the walls come crashing down. Rayan shows her claws, but our hands are all too big to fit in the finger holes. Reckon's sword turns out to have been looted from some poor soul who wandered into the forest years ago. I don't get attached to weapons. I take and switch whenever I need to. The finer details, getting used to the weighting, the balance. You're lazy. That's it. You can go fuck the artisan-y side of it. All I needed is something sharp and pointy. A fair assessment. When you can tell where they'll be and how they will move, what else do you need? Even when you know, you need the skills to act. Spoken like someone who's been at war against Eklan. War is war. Is war. It's presence, though, right? It's standing in a dark alley and staring them all down. This conversation is genuinely way more chill than I was ever expecting. Living in a haunted forest, tasting the fear on your own tongue. Stare them down like nothing in the world can be taken from you again. It's determination. Right. Okay. It's never determination. Desperation. Patience. Persistence, maybe, but raw determination, that ain't never gonna keep your heart going. The three of them fall into conversation about survival easy as breathing. When I try to contribute, I mean, at the heart of it all, can't you keep love for your fellow man? Eric. If you go out there and fight for the people who matter to you, how can they stand against you? You poor, naive, innocent soul. With utmost ease. So I let them take it. And I take notes. Okay. Fascinating. We're back. She's waiting for us. Gotta go. Let's get off and onto the road before people start noticing the empty boat anchored by the haunted woods. Mira, we went over this. Grab the rest of your things and we can get all the good places before the others make it. Okay. I didn't fall asleep. I'm coming. Great. We got ourselves a ship. Ha ha ha! There's a name painted on the side of the prow. Marius rests a hand against the lettering. She's perfect. Not one of yours. It's a salvage from the Eckler fleet that washed up after a naval attack. They patched it up and they've been trying to sell it as a war trophy for years now. Even above the asking price, it was a deal, though they've said she won't do well on the open sea. I thought it might put Reckon at ease. She'll do wonders for us. Okay. You bought it and gave him bonus money? What'd it cost? I'm not going to answer that question if you don't mind. Ugh. But seriously, how much was it? It was an entire boat. How much was it? A cheap ship's a sunk ship, and you bought it. I failed to see an alternative. Anything else, and they might have been after us. Sure, throw the bags of cash around. That solves everything. It rather tends to. Humph. Okay. Well, she's back to normal. I rather think I shall sojourn tonight. Ran out, fuckos. Catch you in the morning. Well, you have quite the language. Marius. No, sorry. The major stepped forward, so I assumed that she was talking. I'm gonna sleep on the ship tonight. You're just trying to get the best bed. Race you. Eric, as for Aeon, let her be. Reckon? Actually, where is Reckon? Is he still asleep? Did he not care about the boat? The boat is fine. A nice design, awful title. Haven't seen one of these since I came here. I was... You were what? You know she doesn't want to be followed. You don't need me. Well, so it goes. How long till dawn? 4 hours, maybe 5. Here's to one late night of decent sleep on solid ground, then. One last night of decent sleep on solid ground, then. Amen to that. The major stays by the boat as the rest of us head back to the camp. She takes up a predatory stance where the forest thickens, cradling her rifle. Okay. I get back to my tent and collapse into bed. Alrighty. Excuse me? I was not expecting to hear a yell. I find them first. Oh no. Please don't. No, 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 no. What's going on? What is happening? Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I don't want people to die. I don't want people to die. Ryan stands with one foot planted on a prone body, blood splattered across her face. She wipes the blood off from her face and deliberately flicks it onto the Major's boots. What is happening? Don't... Oh. No, you don't. Will you let me look at... Fuck. Now she's out cold and it's clear it's not her forehead that's bleeding. The cut continues across her eye and down her cheek, blood and liquid oozing across her face. Reckon balls up his cloak and presses it against Rayon's face. I don't understand. Major? Muriel was followed. Rayan... Oh. Oh, fuck. No time, Muriel. We need to get on that ship now. Major, grab the must-haves from the camp and meet me there in 10 minutes. Sir. Marius? Marius is digging through the body's pockets, but when I address him, he dives defensively towards Rayan. Marius. Get Rayan on the ship. Am I meant to... However you have to, just get her there before... Okay. Marius throws one of Rayan's arms over her shoulder, keeps the padding against her face. He heads for the boat. Is she... If I have to, if you won't, no. Yes, I will. Oh, okay. For a moment, just a moment, I'm standing alone in the mess we've made. Okay. Well, at least all of us are alive. Mostly. Marius has the sails down, and Muriel and the Major are keeping an anxious lookout. We spread Rayan out on the deck. Where are we? Just get us away. We'll work it out in the morning. I had a responsibility to you and others. You and yours. I heard and didn't move. Didn't care. Didn't think I could... No one's blaming you for this. Someone should. Hold me accountable. You all fight so hard. I have whatever is left of me to give. You have whatever is left of me to give. Patreone, I thought... We aren't safe. We have to move now. Well, that's why we're on the ship. Is Rayan gonna be alive? Is she fine? One step further. Oh, great. That's the second achievement that we've gotten. There are 26. I have no idea. I don't know if there's just a lot of endings. I don't know. Okay, there's literally one for romancing Rayan, so... Okay, it looks like there's ones for romancing most of the characters. Okay. That's cool. In an effort to drag myself out of bed, it's an effort to drag myself out of bed, and I pause for a moment in the doorway. 3 days of retching is enough for anyone. I am going to make it to the surface of this damn boat if it kills me. Don't got our sea legs, huh? Reckon's done his best to keep an eye on me, but he's been stuck in his cabin most of the time, too. I don't know whether it's some mind thing or just standard seasickness. Suffice to say, half our crew's been out of action so far. Okay. And pull! Marius is just in the direction of the ship and bellowing directions to the Major, who's doing something to the sails up in the rigging. Muriel has settled herself down on a new trunk, leaning against the side of the boat and picking delicately at something in her fingers. Okay. She's busy working with a needle and a scrap of black fabric. Hey, you've made it up. Well done. Rayan, still down. Marius has been cajoling her into staying in bed, but I doubt he'll hold out much. Much longer. Do you want to? Brains. words hard. Do you want to debrief? No problems on the road. It wasn't you I was worried about. Oh, Marius enjoyed himself just as much. Good to get out and about, after all. After all, isn't that why we're here? He really does know what he's doing, even if it's been years. Suggesting he come along was a good call. You've done wonderfully. Of course I have. I don't need you to tell me so. I'll do my best till the very end. Everything that I have in the battle that's coming, it's yours and his and theirs. She gestures to the entire boat with a flourish. I didn't bring you on for your resources way back when. You made it quite clear that the funding for this operation had to come from somewhere. Muriel, you know I'd still have you here if you were the poorest maiden in the land. And there's no way the world could be where I'd choose to be anywhere else. So do you believe now we'll make it? I know you have a team of skilled and motivated specialists, and I'd go blade to blade with any of them for dedication. Even Rayan. Do you trust Rayan? Yeah. Then I'll trust in everything you see in her. You're my dearest friend, Eric. Okay, I'm not romancing. I'm not doing romance right now. You and me against the world. We might be fighting a mission that I started, but we're partners. I hope you never let me question your calls. Huh, please do. How does one know why they do what they do, if no one does the honor of asking? Prepare for an endless run of why? You listen to me? You listen to me. I am never having children. A moment, sir. Major? Major, the sail! One moment. One moment. We're about to crash. Fine. I'll be brief. Muriel, if you'll excuse me, go on. The Major and I walk over to the other side of the deck. Yes, Major? Muriel, what was she... nothing important. Is there something I can help you with? What's going on? What is it like to... never mind. She plays with her ring, absent-mindedly. Major, can I ask a question? You may. Is there somewhere that you're sending the money to? Do you write letters back home? What? I mean, your ring. No, there's no one. This is a memory. No, a reminder. Nothing more. Okay. Interesting. How do you do it? Find the right amount to care without giving too much away. That's a very good question. I just try to take it all as it comes and trust my friends to carry some of that weight. You do have friends here, you know, and they won't put too much on you. Okay. Forgive me if I doubt that. Well, we'll try. The nice thing about carrying is that you feel the winds too. Perhaps there must be some winds. There must be winds sometime. I really just can't talk. Is this what you wanted to talk about? Abroa. Abroa? I don't know. He needs help. He's handling the ship okay so far. I am trying to be delicate. Trying not being delicate. I promised to try to work harder. For you. If no one else will care about this, then I am going to try to. Okay. Marius is in trouble. Oh? And what makes you say that? I don't know what I can help them with. What's going on? I stay out of their business. And look at Marius. He's so happy. Marius is up in the rigging, wrestling a rope. I have a request. Sir, speak with him. Don't be delicate. And this will bring you peace of mind? I'll check in with him. Eric, Major, we need you both on sails now before we lose this wind. Come on. Without another word, we follow Marius's commands, delivered with only the slightest of stutters until the sun starts to set. Okay. Very cool. So, when are we going to get a chance to talk to Marius? Getting some lights up, huh? Reckon's been below deck all day, but eventually comes up with dinner. Okay. Muriel whispers to him, legs steady and only her hand and her cane adjusting with the way of the water. Rayon says if I don't bring her down dinner right now, she'll push me out her porthole. But I won't fit with my arms still on. Oh, hello, stranger. She needs me, Mira. Marius said the water would get less choppy after sunset. Reckon, are you seasick? No. But when the sky's clear and you look into the horizon, and just keep looking, and it keeps going, ugh. Seems I've lost my taste for open spaces. How are you seasick? I thought you lot practically lived on the water. We only built boats to visit your stupid island. Risher isn't an island. Oh, what's the word? Do you mean isthmus? Isthmus, Eric. What? We're on a peninsula. Prideful gibber. Risher is a speck. If it weren't for you lot, we'd never bother with any of this. That Eckler accent really does struggle with the CK sound in Risher. Or, I guess, Rickert? Now I'm like, wait, how am I supposed to say this? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, good gravy. It's a damn beauty of a ship for people who didn't give a shit. We gave significantly more than a shit about maintaining contact with you people. I think it was too quiet for us on our own. Too quiet now? Not loud enough? I need to be back. We can be louder. Alistair will be back above deck soon. Point. Should enjoy it while it lasts. You might feel better if you stay above deck more. At least while it's overcast or night. Get your sea legs in. May I never have to suffer so. Are we sailing on through the night? If you don't mind a bit of a rocky trip. I'm doing my best, but Rhiannon says she keeps falling out of bed. I haven't fallen out of bed. Sure, but she's... When did you last sleep? I can't. Not while she's... I need to make this work. Okay. Go to bed. You really should. Okay. Then guard... No, look out. You can all go to bed. Marius is right. I should sleep out. It'll get awfully cold on deck. No, not literally. Since we left the forest, I've been pulling myself in. Probably why I feel awful. Need to get out of my head. I'm gonna need more information about whatever you're talking about. I don't start wandering around in your dreams, though you might turn up in mine. Nothing more than I normally get. Does that mean... Try not to let it bother you. I don't. Okay. So doing whatever that is lets you look out for trouble? I'll catch the difference if something changes. I see. Grant him this. You're the soldier, man. Someone help me get up the mast and tie up the sails. I was gonna say, don't all everybody jump up at once. I will. Like we said, eyes up for seasickness, eyes down if the sky's too big. Cross-eyed if both, I guess. Okay. I see. Very cool. Ugh. I guess I have to talk to Marius tomorrow. I should practice my lines. We need to talk about Rayon. People are worried. But even with the muffled noises through the walls, once I'm in bed, I just drift off. Okay. Well, on to another day. I wake up in a well-tossed bed, warmed from the sun oozing through the little porthole to the smell of burning. Burning? Mild voices murmur overhead, but no note of alarm. Voices, including, is that Rayon? Okay. So what's all this then? Muriel and the Major are talking near the back of the boat. The Major has ropes wrapped around her forearms, and the muscles in her arms strain as she draws the sail into place. Reckon is seated uneasily up in the ropes, one hand resting over his eyes, and the other one and the other one at one of his ears. Marius is over on the other side of the boat, with a platter of toast. I love toast. And next to him, she got an eye patch now. Rayon is perched on the railing. I grab at the toast, fortifying myself for what's to come. Let's get this over with. Get what over with? You've been looking at me. I bet I know what this is about. I bet it's just going to keep hanging over our heads, so you should say it now, if you're ever going to say it. Say something, or else you're going to keep your peace and stop looking at Rayon and me, like that. Okay, fair. We should say something, I feel like. You should cut things off. No, I want to be your boyfriend. Let's have a threesome. Oh boy. Oh, and I can't save. I think for now, I kind of want to avoid romance stuff because I don't necessarily want to dive too deep into that on my first playthrough. So I think we're just going to go with, you should end things with Rayon. In the future, we might go through and do see some other situations. You should end things with Rayon. Fuck, man. Why do you have to be so you? Why does whatever you two have going on have to be so messed up? She makes me happy. Oh my god. I don't care what you think she does. You're gonna trust me with your life on the line, but second guess me here? Those are two different things. You can do what you want with my life, but Rayon's got a part of me you're not allowed to touch. You're, you know. Is that what you're saying? Maybe it was maybe it was years ago, but I think we both remember exactly what parts of you I touched. Oh, oh my gosh. She's going to tear you apart, man. She treats you like trash. She treats me like I'm something worth wasting time on. You don't treat her right either. Excuse me? You treat her like you are trash. I treat her like she knows who the fuck I am. She throws all this shit at you because she's waiting for it to bounce back. That's what she does. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying you're right. She's right. Either of you are wrong. But yeah, collectively, you don't work. I have always loved her. You have no idea. It's been like a week. We all have an idea because you don't shut up. It's okay to say you were wrong, that she wasn't what you thought she was once you got her. You can stop. She's everything I've ever needed her to be. Then it's okay to say you needed the wrong thing. Oh my. What does she do for you? What What does she do you for you? I feel like there's an extra you in there. How does she make you better? Why can't she just make me happy? Just because no one makes you happy. Ouch. That's fucking stupid. What? Because I don't have anyone that I'm doing that sort of thing with? Is that what you're oh so subtly referring to? Fuck that. First, this is about you. Second, I make me happy. Third, why the hell would I have to be snogging someone before they make me happy? Every single person on this ship has made me happy. And that's without me even fucking them. Jeepers creepers. What have I gotten myself into? Even if you're calling your thing romance, you can be happy without it. I like romance. And you can be happy with romance too, but not with Rayan. If she's making you feel complete, then you can get that on your own. If she isn't, then there are people out there that can. The only way to lose is to refuse to change the situation. Maybe I prefer to lose. No, man, no. How can you not deserve better than this? It's a good question. She loves me, man. Does she? Does she really? Maybe she does. I love her. I know. Does she really? No. No. That first day where we split up, having her all to myself, I knew. I knew that I was right about how much I needed her. You've never been in love in your life, huh? You don't get it. And you think you can come in here and lecture me? Well, you can go fuck yourself because no one else is going to do that for you. You don't mean as much to anyone in the world as Rayan means to me. I don't know why you decided to say that to me. And now we'll both always know you did. You leave it alone, okay? You let me have this. Oh my gosh. So the achievement I just got, you are water 12 feet deep, and I am boots made of concrete, is the subtitle, sub-description of that achievement. Holy moly! I don't like how things are going. But with that out of the way, we're going to end the episode because we are a bit over time. So next time, we will continue sailing and things will probably get worse. So look forward to that. But for now, that is it. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know down in the comments below and maybe leave a like. And if you want to catch the next episode as it comes out, go ahead and hit subscribe. But for now, that's it. So see ya!